Hola, Rocktámbulos. Soy Adam de Vola. I'm the drummer. Thank you very much for listening.
Buenas, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos a una nueva edición de Rocktámbulos. Yo soy Frank Hernández y hoy en Entrevistas Rocktámbulos vamos a estar conversando con la agrupación Vola de Dinamarca, específicamente con su bajista, el gran Adam Janzi, quien va a estar conversando con nosotros acá a continuación. Así que sin más preámbulos, yo le doy la bienvenida. Welcome, Adam, to Rocktámbulos. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. As you can see, it's the night here in Sweden.
Nice.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, well, I'm great. I'm doing great. Also here in South America, waiting for you. You
Cool.
will be playing here in South America, in Chile specifically, in the next April in a festival. So this will be your second time in Chile. So what are you expecting for this show in the CL.Prog?
So I'm expecting to see new faces, and I'm also curious to see what a festival in Chile is like. Because last time we played, it was just a headline show.
Exactly.
But now it's a festival, so it's bigger. People are there for the all the bands and the general vibe of music. So very curious to see that.
Exactly. Yeah. Usually, the people in festivals don't know all the bands, only the headliners. So, what do you hope audiences who don't know you experience when they see you performing live?
Mm. I hope we will be able to draw them into our universe, and show them all sides of what we create. So hopefully some peaceful moments, some moments of happiness and energy, and some moments going into some darker places as well. And I hope that after the show they will feel a bit more liberated and curious to maybe explore our sound fully.
Yeah, captivating new fans is the mission. Yeah,
Yes.
great. So, well, talking about the style of the music in Vola, do you consider Vola a metal band, or do you prefer to see your music like a kind of experimental rock?
I think just metal, to kind of have that big umbrella of metal,
Okay.
um, because there is so many different parts involved in the sound. So um, it's hard to give us super specific genre.
Okay, okay. In fact, the music of Vola is described as a fusion of progressive metal and other genres of metal, electronic elements, alternative rock. And how did you come to that sound? How did you meet that sound?
So we don't really do it very consciously. It's this mix of everything that all of us in the band
Okay.
like and listen to. And we've decided to be very open-minded to what influences we can bring. Um, so someone likes some electronic music, someone likes something heavier, and someone likes something completely different, and we just blend inspirations and try to make a coherent song out of that. And that over time has just become this Vola sound, in a way.
Oh, great. Yeah. It's a sound very unique, I think. It's
Thanks.
like a kind of special and particular sound. So it's great. Well, in your last studio album, you released a Witness in 2021. I want to ask you about the inspirations and what represents a Witness in the evolution of the musical style of Bola.
Mm. Um, yeah, so Witness, before Witness, we kind of went into a more raw and dirty rock sound. So then with Witness, it evolved into blending our previous sound and creating this more polished hi-fi product. Um, and the interesting way that it came about was just creating these individual songs, these individual stories that in the end turn into this full album. And the name Witness and the logo or the artwork, which almost looks like an eye, it kind of hints at this feeling that you get when you listen to the full album of witnessing these different kind of stories that just take different shapes. And that's just how the full Witness cycle was. And for me personally, when it was released during the pandemic and everything with COVID, it felt like you were just in your home witnessing the world around you. So it felt very current at that time, at a personal level for me at least.
Okay. And talking about albums, I want to ask you also about another album called Applause of a Distant Crowd. It seems to be a softer album. So I want to know if you plan it in that way to be a softer album, or it didn't happen spontaneously.
Yeah. It was a bit planned actually. So the idea was to make an album that kind of felt a bit softer, more rock, like I mentioned, more raw and maybe
Okay.
dirty in the sound, like not super clean, polished metal guitars, but you can almost hear you can hear the room of the drums and all that stuff. So that was planned, and I think that's a bit how we work also with albums. We don't want to make the same album twice, so it feels good to kind of move a bit between different kind of ways to make an album. And I think it's also very fulfilling as a musician to have a chance to experiment this way with one album and then do something new with another album. So that definitely was the plan.
Great, great. And how is the composition? Is everyone in the band involved in the composition, or how is the process?
Yeah, so everyone is involved in the composition in different ways depending on the song.
Okay.
So sometimes maybe the Asger, who he sings and plays guitar, so he's the singer and guitarist, maybe he will bring a demo which is almost complete, and we all think it sounds great, and then we just play on it and it's fine. Song is finished. It was all him on that song. But then maybe another song where someone else in the band brings an idea, sends it over to me. I do something with that idea. I send it over to the rest. They build on it.
Okay.
So there was, on Witness, there was one song that started out with the drums, 24 Light Years. I was just playing around, found this groove. I send it over to them. They put their stuff on that, and then that song was created. There's been a few times where we all sit in the studio together and just kind of start from scratch and figure stuff out. So it varies a lot depending on the mood.
Nice. And this process of sending material is from distance. I mean, you are in a different city, different country, and you send the material through internet, or
Mostly through internet. So I'm in Sweden, and the other guys are from Denmark.
okay.
So they live in Denmark, and I think now one of them has also moved to another part of Denmark. So it's we're a bit here and there. So mostly online.
Okay.
Sometimes because Sweden and Denmark are neighbor countries, so sometimes I go there. We take a weekend in Asger's cabin and compose for a few days. But that's a special occasion. So mostly online.
Well, great. I want to ask you now about the fans. You have fans all around the world. So here in South America, of course, you have a lot of fans in Chile. This will be your second time in Chile. So there is another countries in which you also have fans here in the continent, like for example in Argentina. And these fans in Argentina, those fans in Argentina are asking why Vola never came to Argentina, even staying too close, no? So I want to ask you, why is the main reason for Vola to not coming to Argentina yet?
So yeah, Argentina, we've seen people writing about that they want to see us there and we want to go there, and it feels it's a shame that we don't go there when we're so close. We'll be in that part of the world, and
Yeah.
but there is a reason, and that is basically the financial side of it. So of course, traveling to that part of the world from Europe with all the gear and everything, it costs a lot. So before we could even make it to Chile, it had to be before we went the first time, it had to be a good deal that was offered to us, because otherwise we will lose money on it.
Okay.
So the right opportunity hasn't arrived yet for Argentina, but we are curiously waiting for that to happen. And the more we play and grow in Latin America in general, the easier it will be to expand there. So Argentina is not forgotten and not put to the side. It's just that the right opportunity has to arrive, and I hope it will soon.
Well, thank you very much, Adam, for your time. I want to ask you for a final question. If you can send any greetings, anything that you want to say to the fans that will be seeing you in the CL.Prog in Chile. So what can you say to them?
I'm very, very excited to go there to see CL.Prog, to see our fans from Chile and maybe from other parts of Latin America who go there to see CL.Prog. I want to thank them all for all the support that we have been given from the Latin American fans and community, because it has been very, very energetic, and we really feel loved. As soon as we went there, we felt that right away. So I'm so excited to connect again, and also to enjoy sun and some nice weather and nice food there. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you for your time, for being here in Rectángulos. So
Thank
I
you.
hope to see you very soon.
Thank you very much for this nice interview. It was great.
It's a pleasure, an honor also. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Pleasure likewise.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Take care. Bye.